Hi guys, welcome back. It's been a long time, a year I think, since that Voltager painting thing. Um, a lot's kind of happened since then. The old Voltager for the Hugamo thing that I was predicting great things. This movie is going to be amazing. It's going to put Napoleonics front and centre. Folk are going to be loving it. The movie's going to be banging. It's going to be amazing. None of that happened. Um, well, we know what the movie was like. I mean, so yeah, we kind of left that to one side. We have been busy with gaming though. Once again, which kind of happens periodically in our group. GW kind of muscles in and kind of shoves everyone else out, which happens periodically with us. So I mean, we've got a bit of that going on just now. Excuse the hands. So we have some 30k on a lovely 3D printed Hulk at the moment. So we've been revisiting that, which has been exciting for the group. Doing the different games, I think. Apologies for the sugary cam. Doing different games, I think, for our group certainly keeps things fresh. It keeps people interested. And I mean, you can have too much of a good thing if you just keep doing the same period all the time, the same genre all the time. So we've been mixing up a bit with some 30k and playing lots of different periods. We touched on a little bit of old world. We've still been doing historical stuff. So we've tried a few bits and bobs, but yeah, G-Dub kind of shoves things in and kind of muscles out some of the kind of lesser games, if you like. But one of the main things that we've been working on that I did kind of tease way back when, it's the same rules we were using for the Hugamo game way back when last winter, was our skirmish game rules. Not necessarily just skirmish game rules now, it turns out. We've been working pretty hard on that, especially Paul and all the playtesty guys. So we have rules for that now. So we have rules for that. These are downloadable on our Facebook group, Command and Control, which I'd encourage anybody who's curious about playing something that's just a little bit different for muggles, for kids, for gamers who just want to try something a little bit different that's just a little bit out of the norm, but without the kind of restrictions of having massive units and yada yada kind of stuff. So this is we actually went the whole kind of hog and got a book printed. Woo! Go us. But this is downloadable, as I say, as a PDF, and you can print it off yourself. But we have got these, which this is still a kind of better copy, because it's just the same. We're learning hunters about rules stuff, even when it goes to this stage. And it's interesting because when you're looking on a PDF on the computer, literally things can just kind of pass you by. But when it's at your fingertips and you're playing a few games and you're going through it, flicking through the actual rules, it is so bizarre, the kind of easy stuff you miss. It's unbelievably difficult to write rules. But I mean, the quality's there. Paul's done an amazing job there. Playtest crew, playtest guys have done amazing. Chris doing a proofread as well. But we felt that when we got in so far, and we started to kind of not kind of get, you become kind of blinded to how the game actually plays, because you're taking so much muscle memory in. You just go, yeah, well, that's that, because we know that, because we've been playing it for, like, I don't know, 18 months. So sometimes it's just little wee sniggly bits kind of got missed. So we're going to keep working on this. But if anybody's interested in giving it a go, then hop over to the Command and Control Facebook group. That's where there's going to be the free download, free cards, because it's all unit cards. So that's all going to be up there. I'm going to put up some videos on here about how to play. I think we've done 8 or 9. So that's the unit cards there. So about 8 or 9 videos on how to play the game for those that are interested. They're not very long, like, but aye. So if anybody fancies giving it a go, then hop over to the Facebook group and jump in there. We're kind of, it's a slow burn, and obviously we fully understand that there's a bajillion sets of rules for every game. I mean, why choose this one over and above everything else? Well, number one, this is free, and number two, you can input into it. So if you don't like something about it, come along, speak about it, you know, put it out to the kind of community, although it's small just now, and we can change stuff. It's basically a game for the community, by the community, controlled by the community. You could almost say it's commanded and controlled by the community, almost. So yeah, hop over there and have a look. So basically, a few vids are going to come out about that game, just to see if anybody's up for giving it a go. I mean, we're still ploughing on with it. We've had a lot of love with it, and especially for big participation games like the Hugomont one. I mean, for that game, it was only Paul and myself and Ivan and Angus that actually knew how to play. And over and above us four, we had like 6 muggles who hadn't got a clue. And after 20 minutes, they understood the concepts and they played away. And despite the movie being absolutely terrible, we still had a great time assaulting and defending Hugomont Chateau using these rules. I'm still buying figs as well for, you know, that kind of the kind of problems. So we're still buying loads and loads of stuff, trying to piece it together for another kind of big game. And hopefully we're going to get another big-ish participation game before Christmas, I think. We'll hopefully get some videos of that. We've got another big Napoleonic Jamboree, I think, using black powder down in Newcastle. There's another 30k thing. I don't know if it's going to be in the Space Hulk or not, or might be in the Hulk in orbit and on land as well at the same time, kind of thing. But we've always tried to do that, but never managed to kind of pull it off yet, so we might try some of that. And yeah, lots going on. So yeah, just keep an eye out. If anybody's still interested, I could try some of my rough and ready contrast paint job vids, which to be honest, everybody's going hog wild with contrast now. From back in 2-3 years ago, man, everybody was just going, oh man, keep it traditional. Yeah, jog on, contrast a lot. I mean, a lot's changed there as well, I suppose, now that speed paints are out and the AK stuff's out now. I mean, okay, I've kind of used some of them, but I've just never, I can't look past the contrast. I mean, that's where, by now I must have painted thousands of miniatures with contrast, so I'm not looking back. But I have learned to make sure that try and put them in things so you don't count them over. That was an expensive lesson. But anyway, yeah, if anybody wants to dive in and have a look, then feel free, jump in. And the real thing is to contribute. Now we're not averse to getting some criticism on this. Like, I mean, it kind of needs that extra bit of push now. Okay, there'll be some fundamentals we can't change because we need to keep it super simple. That's part of the absolute mission statement, was to have a game that folk that have just played a game of Risk can come along and try something else, just a little bit more without a big thick rule book and a million rules to remember. But anyway, you'll find out more about that if you're interested on some of the how to play vids when they drop, if I can figure out how to get them off of the drive and then upload them onto here and all this carry on, so we'll figure it out. But anyway, it's hopefully I'll get some more vids up in the near future, and then we'll see how far we can take this thing. As I say, we're having fun with it, and I'd like you guys just to even just glance over it, tumble a few dice. You've nothing to lose. I mean, even if you just give it half an hour, run through a wee game. We've talked about it quite a lot, and we are going to do some other videos on this in a wee kind of recorded podcast thing, but you really have to play it to understand where the laughs are, You can't write down in a rule book, flip the turn, laugh at your opponent wildly, ha 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 ha. But I mean, there's loads of these little kind of fun kind of bits that come up when you get into the kind of weeds of it. So, yep, give it a look. That's enough of a plug of that thing. Give it a look, and I'll see if I can get some more vids up soon. Let's hope we can keep ourselves going in this long and wet as anything already autumn. So let's see how we get on. Thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you on the next one, hopefully. Cheers.